Hello children. Today I am going to teach you about globes and maps. Children, let me take you for a trip around the globe. Do you ever wonder what's the exactly shape of the planet Earth? Long ago, people thought that it was flat like a coin. But later on, when pictures were taken from the space, then we got to know that the Earth is actually spherical like a sphere. To make the study of this huge spherical Earth easy and on a smaller scale, geographers discovered globes and maps. A globe is a round model of the Earth which provides three-dimensional view of the whole world by depicting distances, direction, areas, etc. A globe is an exact model of the Earth showing the current shape and location of the continents, oceans and seas on a smaller scale. The axis of the globe has two endpoints called poles. The one at the top is called the North Pole and the one at the bottom is called the South Pole. Midway between the poles is an imaginary line encircling the Earth which is called the equator or the Great Circle. The Earth is divided into two hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The part of the Earth between the equator and the North Pole is called northern hemisphere. The part of the Earth between the equator and the South Pole is called southern hemisphere. Most of the northern hemisphere is covered with land while most of the southern hemisphere is covered with water. Advantages of globe. Accurate three-dimensional model of the Earth shows the distribution of land and water. Lines of latitude and longitude are marked on the globe. It helps us to study geography. Pilots and sailors use the globe to travel. Routes. Disadvantages of globe. Difficult to carry. It is big and sometimes so heavy that we cannot carry it with us easily. Details cannot be seen on a globe. Only a part of a globe can be seen at a time. It does not preserve information too. Now we will discuss about latitudes and longitudes. Latitude, the set of lines crossing the Earth's surface horizontally, circling east and west. Each line of latitude is always an equal distance from the next. The full horizontal circles are called latitudes or parallel, as they are drawn parallel to the equator. The length of the parallels decreases as we move away from the equator towards the poles. The North Pole and the South Pole are points. There are 181 lines of latitude, 90 lines of latitude to the north of equator and are marked with the capital N, 90 lines of the latitude to the south of the equator which is marked with the capital S. The North Pole indicated as 90 degree N, the South Pole is indicated as 90 degree S. Equator is indicated as only 0 degree. The important lines of latitude are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. Longitudes. Imaginary lines run from the North Pole to the South Pole. These are called longitudes or meridians. The other set of the lines runs north to south, forming half circles meeting at the North Pole and the South Pole. These lines are called lines of longitude or meridians. The distance between the meridians is the maximum at the equator and goes on decreasing till the poles. The imaginary line that divides the Earth into two equal halves, east and the west, is called the prime meridian. The prime meridian passes through Greenwich and is called the Greenwich meridian. The longitude of a place is measured east or west of the prime meridian. There are 360 meridians of longitude drawn at an interval of 1 degree. The prime meridian is 0 degree longitude. 180 meridians are to the east of the prime meridian and are marked with capital E. 180 meridians are to the west of the prime meridian and are marked with capital W. 180° east and 180° west is the same line and is also referred as the international date line. The latitudes and the longitudes form a network of lines or a grid on the globe and help us in locating places accurately on the global grid. You know, children, the largest globe on the earth is called Eartha. It's located in Yarmouth, USA and measures 41.5 feet in diameter and rotates and revolves exactly as the globe. That's all for today. Thank you.